Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It is time for the water temple. And it's gonna be good, 'cause it's not as bad as you think. It's really not, though. Although we don't have the luxury of the D-pad that the randomizers so kindly gave us. So gotta do a lot of pausing. So that part might actually be a little bit painful. But we will get through it. What is this thing that we have to hookshot to open it anyway? Nothing like good underwater sounds. Could of course be better. N64 sound quality is not exactly the greatest. But there are several fantastic underwater sound videos online. I use them to fall asleep a lot. I was actually just listening to one in preparation for this temple, and it was very good. It made the hair on my neck stand up. That ASMR effect, I guess. Well, look who we got here. Oh, you, if I'm right. Link? You're Link, aren't you? It's me, your fiancé, Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. I never forgot the vows we made to each other 7 years ago. You're a terrible man to have kept me waiting for these 7 long years. But now is not the time to talk about love. I'm sure you've already seen it. Zora's domain, totally frozen. A young man named Sheik saved me from under the ice. But my father and the other Zoras have not yet. I want to save them all. I want to save Zora's domain. You have to help me. This is a request from me, the woman who is going to be your wife. Link, you have to help me destroy the evil monster in the temple, okay? Inside the water temple, there are 3 places where you can change the water level. I'll lead the way. Follow me quickly. And it's the last we ever see of her. It always bothered me as a kid that she's the only Zora you ever see, and it's just for that brief moment. I mean, I guess that's the point. Ganondorf destroyed the whole place, so there's nobody left to see and talk to. But as a kid, Zora's domain was bustling and good. And now it's just... there's an emptiness. There's something about the water temple. It's honestly soothing, but there is something very ominous about it. And very sad, I guess. There's a sadness and an emptiness pervading over all this, whatever the words I'm looking for is. Fill in the blanks. Can we do the ricochet trick? I forget it all the time. I never get it anymore. Well, that's not how you do it. I used to always use Din's Fire for this as a kid, but the bow is so much faster, I feel like. With how slow the pause is. Of course, assuming you have the bow equipped already. And now, the famous Furor's Wind spot is where we are. I like how frequently you can use it in this temple, and how much it pays off to do so, too. Well, I mean, that's why you would use it. Just realized how redundant that sentence was. Ah, we got an extra pause. I forgot about the bombable thing. It's okay. Don't think about the pauses and just do it, and it'll be fine. But that D-pad really is nice. It boggles my mind that they didn't use the D-pad like for anything on the N64. Obviously, there were some games that used it. As usually an alternative to the control stick, though. Never as 4 potential other buttons. I do like this place, though. Once you know the labyrinth of it, it's kind of fun to go through. And I'm not just saying that to be different or something. Because some people are like that. They're like, oh yeah, you're just trying to be, you know, going against the grain just to be cool or something. But I genuinely prefer this temple over the fire temple. If not for the pausing, it probably would be, actually. Well, I don't know. It's got that annoying block at the tail end of it. That puts it low on the list a little bit, too. But I would say it beats Shadow Temple. Which is weird, because I just got done saying how, for a good portion of my childhood, I liked the Shadow Temple almost the best. Just, it was always hard to beat out Spirit. But I definitely don't feel that way now. Oh, yeah, this is what always gets me. When do you have to hookshot yourself up, and when can you just swim up? It all depends on the water level, but I always forget which tunnels are which. You know, I think one of the reasons I might like underwater so much, this is gonna sound weird maybe, but if you think about it, underwater sounds are probably not much different than sounds from inside the womb. But they probably are a little bit different. I think there's videos of that, too. Videos that replicate, like, ultrasound noises to simulate being in the womb, which is really weird. Like, why would you want to... Well, I don't know. I guess that's what I'm getting at, though. I think that's why underwater might be soothing. Alright, Farore's Wind number 1. Just to save time. I think you can do this a total of like 3 or 4 times in this dungeon. I just like how quiet it is, but I think the reason that it feels so soothing to hear underwater sounds, aside from that whole womb thing, but if you do think about it that way, it's like a sense of shelter. So, just surrounded by the loudness that's also quiet somehow, if that makes any sense, of just water surrounding your ears. yeah, I don't know, there's like a safety to it. Which is kind of like if you've ever gone to the hospital and been hooked up to an IV and you get a bed and everything. Sometimes if you're only there for like a brief bit of the night, sometimes that's comforting, just that like whole nurses taking care of you kind of thing. Which sounds ridiculous and the complete opposite of adulthood. But that's the kind of comfort, I guess. I believe that no matter how old you are, that kind of comfort is, you're always gonna crave it at some point. Like when you're drop dead exhausted. I think that was the wrong use of drop dead, but... like if you force yourself to stay up and you do a lot of physical labor throughout the day, you're gonna be exhausted at some point. And when you're that exhausted, that's when you kind of revert to your childhood, or like your childlike mannerisms. Get bombs too, we're gonna need that because the thing's perfectly level 2. But yeah, when you're exhausted is probably when you're most likely gonna whine about something, right? Let out a little whimper because something is too hard. So every now and then it's nice for somebody to like make the bed for you and like tuck you in, I guess. So like when you're in the hospital hooked up to an IV, that is gonna go to the door, right? Yeah, I think it did. This is the one small key that's easy to forget. Well, one of two that's easy to forget in this place. So let's go. Yeah, those nurses taking care of you kind of thing. Like, sometimes it's nice when you're in that state of being weak. Like, why would you be in the hospital hooked up to an IV? Because you're like dehydrated or something. You pushed yourself too far. And you're kind of just on the brink of consciousness. Not really sure what's going on because you're just really fatigued and weak. So, nurses are nice in that moment. And being underwater shares a similar property to that. Where it's just like, alright, there's madness and insanity and your own brain and your thoughts constantly going, and like there's never a break, there's never a quiet moment. But then as soon as you get dunked underwater, you get that sound that just envelops everything. And I think it's that enveloping that makes me say it's silent. Like it's actually super loud sounding, but it's weird. It's a loud silence. Or maybe rather it's silencing your own thoughts. Which is something that ordinarily you can't do above water. Above sea level, I guess. Although that doesn't make sense, because what about a pool that's like on the penthouse floor or something? Never used to use the bow so much for these switches, but... So this is the game where you do a 180 in Z target. Majora's Mask, when you ride up the thingy, you don't 180. I always get the two confused, but I think I've played both of them so much now that I pretty much have it down. Ocarina of Time, 180. Majora's Mask, no 180. Do it enough times and you'll remember. I feel like I messed something up, though. Like, I didn't mess anything up, but I probably could have Furor's Wind elsewhere, like at the top. It's fine though. On to the long shot and Dark Link. This spider, I think we need to come back with the long shot for, unless there is a way to grab it. Huh. Interesting. That means all the randomizers I've played, I've had the long shot. The long shot? The long shot at this point. It's been a while since I've done this baby step strategy, which you gotta do anyway. It's nice though. It's nice to come back to the vanilla. Remember what they expected you to do. It's after midnight again over here. So once I clear this temple... Come on, man. Once I clear this place, I think I will fall asleep to a good underwater sound video. Might watch some David Letterman and Johnny Carson stuff first, though. Conan O'Brien. I don't know, I always watch interviews from those people. It's another one of those relaxing things, I guess. Like something about David Letterman in particular, I think I remember from being a kid him being on TV. A lot of older people remember Johnny Carson being on TV all the time. And like thanks to YouTube, I watched a lot of Johnny Carson too, but... David Letterman's late night show captures like the 80s and 90s. Like that whole energy so perfectly. And all the like stunts he did in the streets and stuff. Utilizing fax machines, phone booths and phone books and stuff. Like, I don't know, there's just something to it that has a piece of nostalgia to it. And it kind of goes just like that underwater thing. There's this sense of comfort with it. So I think that's why I watch, like, David Letterman as frequently as I do. It's kind of more so just about reliving and recapturing the 80s and 90s feeling. Not so much David Letterman himself. Well, I don't mind him. Alright, Big Goron Sword makes a joke of this guy. Always loved his voice as a kid, though. Yeah, particularly that scream. I always thought it was so cool for some reason. And now this chest feels so good every time. To finally be done with the dope shot and get the one that's actually good. You might be tempted to Furor's Wind, but there is a small key, and plus if you're going for the Skulltulas, there's one down here. But we will be using Furor's Wind shortly if Navi would let us continue. The Serpent Room. I forgot that it's shaped like a serpent. Wait a minute. Yeah, wait, I think, I didn't use the boots ever. Okay, it's been a while, man. That's right, you only put the boots on to get the spider. And then you just use your dodging ability for the rest of it. That's right. It does stink you gotta wait for that C button prompt. You know, going back to the whole brain scan thing that I was talking about last time, they say vitamin B12 in particular, a deficiency in it is linked to dementia and the loss of neurons. Alright, so we're back in this room, so Furor's win time. But yeah, energy drinks are loaded with vitamin B12. Boot struggle there, trying to remember what we want to do with the water here. So now the carpet. 2 keys before the carpet. We gotta start saying that. Oh, wait a minute. I think now is when... Oh well, that'll still work. It's better to set Furor's Wind at the top water level rising thingy. So not this one or the next one, but the third one. What was I saying? I don't remember. I was about to say something. Vitamin B12? Yeah, so if energy drinks are loaded with them, you know what? I'm not gonna play the song. I might regret that. And what happens if you have too much vitamin B12? Because there is that whole too much of a good thing business. Maybe I should have played the song. I know you don't need to. It actually makes it easier not to, because that's where you run into the trouble of, do you hookshot or just take off the boots to get out of the hole? But now we know we have to hookshot because the water is not there. Oh yeah, you gotta do this twice. That's so weird. Or did I forget to push it or something? That's right. This hole. What is this hole? We could have done this earlier and I forgot to do it. That's what it was. So now I do have to do it twice. That's fine though. It actually might be faster this way. I don't know. Yeah, I would say it is, especially without the water. Because then it's less pausing. But yeah, this looks right. From all the times as a kid. But this is the other small key. The bombable one where we Furor's Wind all the time, and this one are the like 2 small keys that mess everybody up. But we have our 2 small keys before the carpet. So... the carpet. Oh, don't remember where the thingy is though, I guess. Yeah, the water noises in this game are too short of loops to be soothing. Plus the sound quality, too. But if you could find one of those, like, binaural, or whatever that word is. Audio technology is kind of crazy, actually. Like what they're doing now with that binaural stuff. Where they can make it sound as if you're actually there, walking in a street or something. If you have headphones on, though. Like, it's different than stereo sound. It's a whole thing. Yeah, this is the block that's stupid. I have no problem with everything else we've done in this temple up till now. This thing... I just hate block puzzles. And I realized there were a few, but they were easy enough. Especially that one where we had the hook shot twice just now. I kind of liked that one. But this is just... tedious. See what I mean? But it's almost done. Actually, I think it is done. Is this the waterfall boulder thingy with the spider? Oh no, yeah, this room. Alright, control stick, be a pal. That's not being a pal. That's right, you don't even jump on the third one, that's the problem. How soon we forget the childhood strategies. We just do a rolling leap off of the second one. And now we're here. And we have our key. Beautiful. That is the water temple. I think it went pretty smoothly. Just a few extra pauses here and there. I always found it weird how the boulder continues forward, even though it would clearly dunk down. Is this hook shot or a swim? Swim, okay. Could catch another fairy in a bottle, I suppose. Save that other one for bugs in case we ever go back to do that. Excuse me, fairy. Ah, well. Doesn't matter. Let's get back to the warp point. Yeah, this is why it would have been better to be at the top. Let's grab some arrows real quick. Okay. So now we just gotta raise the water and go fight the boss. Which is why Furor's Wind at the top water level thingy would have been better. But I guess either way, you gotta pass through the rooms. So what's left in this game? Bottom of the Well, Shadow Temples, Spirit Temple as both kid and adult. Yeah, we can't do that cool randomizer strategy of the Spirit Temple where you go through it backwards. I don't know, we might do Spirit Temple before Shadow, but we gotta do the bottom of the well first to get the lens. So we can cross the desert wasteland. Oh yeah, there's still the Gerudo Fortress thing too. Yeah, so there's still quite a bit. Because you figure that one is a dungeon in itself. The Gerudo Fortress thingy. It's like 4 dungeons. Maybe 5 if you separate kid and adult length of Spirit Temple. Grab this spider real quick. I was remembering. What did people do before energy drinks? Coffee, I guess? I think I have a slight lactose thing because coffee with milk and stuff is usually how, like, I can't have just black coffee. But it bothers me, like, I start hiccuping and burping for, like, the whole morning. Sometimes, depending on the coffee. Don't hit me. Okay. There you go. That is the water temple. Now it's just the boss. It's almost like predator noises. Noises. I don't know why I can't speak sometimes. Giant aquatic amoeba, Morpha. Alright, can we do this? Excuse me, apparently not. Okay, wait. Wait, I did that all kinds of wrong. That's okay, we'll get it on the next one. So you hook shot it to the corner, all the way. And then slowly kind of flip around and then go nuts. I'll take it. It wasn't the first try, but it was still quick. I had a feeling it would be on the opposite side. It's dangerous. You might walk in the thingy before the heart. Okay. Dialogue time. This is what we're looking forward to with the whole vanilla playthrough thing. Is the dialogue actually good and something that feeds our commentary? Something to talk about that's kind of deep and life-related? Or is it just, I'm a fish and you're a boy? That's like an Avril Lavigne song. Could I make it any more obvious? Alright, shut up. Link. I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband. Zora's domain and its people will eventually return to their original state. As a reward, I grant my eternal love to you. Zoinks. Well, that's what I want to say, but I don't think I can offer that now. I have to guard the water temple as the Sage of Water. No way. And you're searching for the princess, Zelda. Ha! You can't hide anything from me. Princess Zelda, she's alive. I can sense it. So don't be discouraged. I can tell that nothing will stop you in your quest for justice and peace. You must take this medallion. Take it respectfully. Yeah, absolutely nothing to go off of there. It's just all about Zelda, I guess. Because at this point you might be wondering, is she still alive somewhere? Ruto awakens as a sage and adds her power to yours. If you see Sheik, please give him my thanks, okay? Alright. This cutscene was always a fun thing to look forward to every playthrough, too. As the water rises, the evil is vanishing from the lake. Link, you did it! I like his zoinks expression. Did Ruto want to thank me? I see. We have to return peace to Hyrule for her sake too, don't we? Look at that, Link. Together, you and Princess Ruto destroyed the evil monster. Once again, the lake is filled with pure water. All is as it was here. I mean, she didn't really do anything. I don't feel like that's a really good hiding space. Place, spot, whatever. What did I say first? Space? But as water fills the lake, shoot for the morning light. That's what it says. Let's do it. I see him floating there. Thanks, emulator. Stuff is just a little bit different sometimes. Now the fire arrows, are they required in the Shadow Temple? Because that would be another one of those things that they did to keep it linear. I know it's required for Spirit? Is it? I honestly can't remember. It's gonna be one of those room by room basis things. Should be a spider here, I think. What? Oh, one of those orb thingies. I guess that must be as a kid only. But there is the tree one. Whoops, that's not B. Look at how fast the moon goes. That's why I never trust the drawbridge. You can tell I recently took that medication. It makes me slur my words. It's weird. Alright. We gotta be close to 50 now. Let's look for someone who knows something about the other sage as well. Just for heck's sake, let's talk to Saria and see if what I said before is actually true. Link, this is Saria. Can you hear me? If all 6 sages come together, we can imprison Ganondorf, the king of evil. Yeah, oh wait, maybe she doesn't. Maybe she just says this all the time. Someone you know must be that sage, Link. From now on, you must travel between past and future to awaken the remaining sages. Keep up the good work. Yeah, she's still matter of fact. Anyway, I guess that's it. So thank you guys for watching. How many spiders do we have? Exactly 50. Although we'll trigger the cutscene, so that's gotta be next time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and take care.